In this section, we will discover the different body dragging techniques. You will learn how to body drag with the wind behind you, to turn over with the wind coming from the side, and body dragging upwind to recover your board. We will then check out the most common mistakes you can make at this stage. Learning how to body drag will give you the first surfing sensations, including great adrenaline rushes during acceleration. You learn how to body drag so that you can move around the water without your board, using only your body and your kite. Perfecting this will help you head crosswind, downwind, or to return to the shore. Above all, the objective of learning body dragging is to be able to recover your board quickly if you lose it. Body dragging with the wind behind you consists of being pulled downwind while maneuvering your kite through the entire wind window. To begin with, you can fly your kite back and forth from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Then you begin to widen the movement and the rhythm, and you will feel the traction increasing with strong acceleration phases as the kite crosses the wind window. You can play with this to work your kite correctly so as to obtain good traction. The more your figures of 8 are regular and smooth, the more constant your traction will be. Always be fully aware of the space downwind because you can move quite quickly. During a particularly strong work kite acceleration, you may even be pulled off the surface of the water. If you lose control of your kite and you are pulled from the water, remember to let go of the bar rather than clinging to your investment. Turning over. It is possible that you lose stability in the water and you may end up on your back. It is difficult to control the kite in this position and you may even over-pilot the kite and lose control. Open your legs wide and use rapid hip movements to rotate your pelvis. If you cannot react quickly, then release the bar and take your time to turn over. Body dragging crosswind. After using the power of the entire window, we can take it easy and lower the speed with a technique that is just a little bit more challenging. The aim is to lose as little distance as possible downwind by keeping your kite at the edge of the wind window and tacking while using your body to prevent drift. Move your kite to 45 degrees on one side of the wind window. Once you have placed your kite, release your right hand, if you're tacking to the right, that is. The wind is coming from your right-hand side or starboard. Conversely, release your left hand if you are tacking to the left-hand side, that is. The wind is coming from your left-hand side or port side. Stretch out your free arm and keep your legs together and rotate a quarter of a turn to a position that will help you oppose the kite traction. Do not swim and avoid unnecessary movement. Concentrate on piloting the kite and maintaining its correct position. If you contract your abdominal muscles, you will feel a little acceleration. If you feel you are losing control of the kite, put your free hand back on the bar and bring your kite back to the edge of the wind window.
Heading into the wind while body dragging is a very unforgiving stage, but it is vital for recovering your board once you've stopped using the leash. You must train yourself to be able to return to your starting point.
The U-turn, returning to your starting point. Just how good your tacking is will depend on the stability of your kite and on your body tone. To avoid losing ground when changing tack, gradually move your kite from one half of the wind window to the other close to the edge of the wind window. Re-establish a stable position as quickly as possible. Above all, avoid sheeting the kite in too much. You want to generate as little power as possible. Once you begin to kite surf without the leash, then you will have to use body dragging to recover your board. If you make an error and you lose your board, don't wait. Bring your kite to the edge of the wind window as quickly as possible and begin body dragging crosswind. Make 1 or 2 tacks of the same length while keeping an eye on the position of your board. While body dragging, tense your body and control your kite using one hand. Remain concentrated on positioning your kite. If the kite begins to fall, then pull on the bar. If it begins to rise, push the bar away from you. Depending on the force of the wind, it will be more or less difficult to body drag upwind. In light winds, piloting your kite is a little more technical and it is a little more challenging to recover your board. Position yourself upwind of the board, recover it, insert your feet, and take off. Common mistakes. There is no need to swim or for unnecessary movement. Once you are in the water, it is very normal to look for stability or to swim. However, when you are body dragging, this will tire you out and take away from your stability. Don't relax your body. If your body is too relaxed, then it will be more difficult to resist drift. Try to maintain a fairly stiff posture, squeezing your legs together and tensing your abdominal muscles. Don't keep your kite too high. In this case, the kite will tend to pull you upwards. You will obtain the best performance from your kite at an angle of 45 degrees. Be gentle with your kite when turning, otherwise you will lose ground downwind. Be gentle with your control bar when going from one side of the wind window to the other, and keep your kite at the edge of the wind window. Don't work the kite too much. In this case, you will also lose ground downwind. So try to keep the kite at the edge of the wind window and only work the kite in light winds.